Voters have just a few weeks to make up their minds before going to the polls, and this week we are profiling the candidates in the 24th Congressional District that includes all of San Luis Obispo and Santa Barbara counties and a portion of Ventura County. We spoke with both candidates in their campaign offices, and tonight we take a closer look at Chris Mitchum's campaign.
Walk into Chris Mitchum's campaign headquarters in Santa Barbara and your eyes might be drawn to a portrait of his famous father, movie star Robert Mitchum.
Terrific artillery.
My father was a staunch conservative and always has been. I think being a Republican is in my DNA.
Chris Mitchum grew up on Hollywood movie sets.
I go sometimes to RKO Studios with him. He'd drop me off in the prop department, and I'm playing with these little 6-foot battleships on remote controlled. I'm playing with a 3-foot-high King Kong. You know, all these wonderful things. I just thought my dad worked in a neat place. I had no concept that this was all, movie stuff.
But as a former actor and a producer, he still had to pay his dues.
I started out as the lowest rung of the ladder. I was a gopher, which is go for a cup of coffee. You just wait on the director and the stars and stuff. And within 2.5 years, I worked my way up through the production side, and I was co-producing films.
His father got to see his work before dying from lung cancer in Santa Barbara in 1997.
To my big screen hero, Mr. Robert Mitchum.
Chris Mitchum went on to act in 60 films, some alongside John Wayne and Charlton Heston. In fact, Heston is the one who encouraged his first foray into politics. Mitchum ran for the board of the Screen Actors Guild, a union that helped launch another famous actor turned political legend.
The martyrs of history were not fools, and our honored dead who gave their lives to stop the advance of the Nazis.
Mitchum can recite that famous 1964 Republican convention speech by Ronald Reagan word for word.
You and I have a rendezvous with destiny. We'll preserve for our children this, the last best hope of man on earth, or sentence them to take the first step into 1,000 years of darkness. If we fail, at least let our children and our children's children say of us, we justified our brief moment here. We did all that could be done.
Mitchum calls himself a Reagan Republican, but hasn't yet followed Reagan's winning streak. In 1998, he lost a bid for state assembly. This is his third run for Congress against Democratic incumbent Lois Capps. The National Republican Party hasn't given him much cash, so he's relying on grassroots support.
Windfall from the news that the NRC wasn't helping me is it has really stimulated support from constituents and future constituents, and yet Democrats, Independents, Republicans alike are donating to my campaign because they figure, well, some of them feel they don't like the NRC, that if they're not giving to them.
Mitchum says Capps' tenure in Congress is actually a strike against her.
She's been there 16 years. She has been doing the votes 97% of the time with Pelosi that got the country in the mess that it's in today. If she could help us get out of it, we wouldn't be in it in the first place. She has taken this country in the wrong direction.
So that's why he's challenging her to face him head on.
I am dying to debate. We have had 3 existing debates offered.
One of those offers is from this station. Mitchum wants to debate issues such as the economy and the military, but so far Capps has turned him down. And you couldn't get a much bigger contrast. Mitchum is squarely conservative on hot-button issues like the American involvement in Syria. He wants a boots-on-the-ground level of readiness.
Up until Obama took office, we were 90% battle ready, which means that within 30 days, from order to boots-on-the-ground shooting, it was 30 days.
And on immigration.
I don't believe a path to citizenship.
Mitchum says he's putting in long days with volunteers to get his message out.
I thought, gosh, if I don't do all that I can do and my country goes down the toilet, shame on me. Now, I don't want to be sitting there 10 years from now and say, oh, geez, I should have, I could have. I have to get in the fight and try.
If Chris Mitchum has his way, this third time running will be the charm, sending him to Congress. Tracy Lair, News Channel 3.